and dusty tip.
Thought I'd make a quick video on this because somebody might find it useful. Did you know you can remove nails with a hammer and chisel? Sometimes it's super handy because you can't get in to get these little brad nails. And if you just bought a CNC machine and somebody used brad nails to hold everything down, well, you might need to remove them if you want to reuse the table instead of making another one. And in comes a chisel, preferably a really wide chisel. Can be an old beater chisel. You can see this one has a bunch of dings in the edge, which is totally fine. Sharpen it to a broad point, not a narrow point, so you don't want to chip it more than you actually have to. And if you need to get nails out, it actually works pretty good. Make sure you put your safety squints on. And you can pull the nails right out. And if you can't pull them out, you can shear them flat usually pretty easy too. So even if they're facing the wrong direction, you can pop them out that way. Basically, the chisel grabs the edge of the metal and lifts the nail out where you couldn't do that with a hammer. There's no way I could get any of these out with a hammer. I'd either have to pound them flush or I'd have to cut them off with the angle grinder like I tried to do here, and you leave a big gouge, and you leave a couple little gouges with this, but you're pretty close to flat the whole time. I am curious though, I'm not sure if this is going to work. Let's try it on a couple bigger nails. I drove a couple larger nails in here. Roofing nail, some finish nails. That's a large finish nail without a head on it. Some finish nail with a head on it, and then there's a little bit bigger nail here. I'm real curious if these are actually going to come out. I don't know if they will, but they might. Oh, there's one. That was the biggest nail, I think. 2. This one doesn't have a head on it, which doesn't matter. You're not grabbing onto the head. You're grabbing on the side of the nail. Let's try on this roofing nail. I have no idea on this. This one actually being tilted over to get underneath it. You can wedge it like a regular. Now that one I could have got out with a hammer. You did get a gouge in the wood, but it brought the nail right out. So that's a quick tip if you need to cut off, particularly brad nails. If you're working with pin nails, you're probably going to just shear them off instead of pulling them out. It works pretty good though.